Great. Hi, this is Chris McCabe of e-commerce. Chris, I'm an Amazon merchant account consultant. I work on a lot of account suspensions like Michael Gindy's. Michael, thanks for joining me.
No problem.
Yeah, so you came to us, you had tried a template that you found, I guess, in a seller forum or on some group, and it was sort of a copy and paste, right? And it didn't quite work.
I actually got it from a consultant, a guy who does a general Amazon business consulting, broad-based, applying this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's more experienced than me. I'm in business for 3 years, and thank God I've been around, and
Right.
we got a good business. But
The suspension email hit, right? And you kind of weren't sure
and
what
it came without a warning even. There was no warning, just boom, straight to suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Oh, here's what we do. Here's send this template in." I sent it in, I cut and paste, and hoping for a reaction real quick.
Of course.
It worked for everybody that used it. Don't worry about it. And I got no answer,
Right.
and I was like, I felt like I was in orbit with, I couldn't reach mission control.
Right.
No answer from them.
You weren't sure where to send it, and then you took a crack at it yourself after that?
No, I think I might have done one follow up, like, hello, we sent you a response, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. And these people, I mean, let's face it, seller performance is something that you are afraid of in this business.
Right.
You don't like performance notification, and something that you fear. And I wish there was a way that we could communicate with them that it doesn't happen that way, but
Right.
it is. That's just the way it is today.
Right.
And
so it kind of helped. It probably helped tip your decision in terms of hiring me because I used to work in seller performance, right?
What happened was I had read an article that was written by you that was posted in the group. Somebody posted an article about you in the group, and I said, I said, this guy knows. And then I went to your website and I said, wow, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's been there. He's been on that side. And I didn't know if this guy's in India. I had no idea who Seller Performance is. Is it
Right.
And so I contacted you right away. I wanted express service, and I was willing to pay for it because every day I'm losing money. And you got, I was going into the Sabbath, and you had for me within a day and a half. You had the giveaway ready for me.
The good news was, right, we only had to do one plan of action for you, which isn't always the case, but it worked out for you.
Right, we had to send it a few times.
Right, we had to send it more than once. We had to do an escalation is what, that's the kind of
which I would have never known to do.
Yeah.
I would have, one advice for whoever's watching this, hire a professional.
Right.
This is your business is on the line. It's your livelihood. It's your baby. It's something that you raised, nurtured. Hire a professional. You won't do your own brain surgery. You won't change your own oil, or maybe they'll change your own oil. I won't change my own oil.
Yeah.
There are many things that we hire professionals for. And Chris is a professional. Your team, and it's not just you. You have a team.
Right.
It's not just
we're
one person.
All former Amazonians, which I think helps. It's not just one person's eyes and ears. And we did the escalation because when people get stuck, that's the type of thing they have to do. And then you got the message, right?
Yeah, it took. We were running against radio silence, but we sent them a couple of escalations, and then I remember it was Sunday about 4:00. I had just finished saying a little prayer, and boom! Right. I thank Chris for helping me, but Chris, you were really just a tool. It was God who actually helped me. And you were the hammer or the screwdriver or the drill. You were
the vehicle. Yes.
That God sent me. But you're a great tool. I couldn't do it without you. I definitely couldn't have done it without you. I have 6 employees. It was a lot of pressure on me. I have these people. They're looking at me. What's going to be? How are we going to have? Are we going to?
I remember. Yeah, that's something I'm used to dealing with. So I have to project calm.
Right. And I was about to buy a house.
Yeah.
I was about to buy a house. And I was like,
I know.
Do I have an income or not? And with Seller Performance, it's like you don't know who you kept me calm. You kept me going. And while it definitely was a stressful time, it was a time that worked much more smoothly without you. You go into a place you don't know where it is. You go into the Amazon jungle, bring a GPS. You're a GPS. You know the route. You're a guide. You're the guy chopping off the leaves in front of you in the jungle.
It's tough. It's tough. I'm glad you stuck with it and you hung in there, and I'm glad we got you back with one appeal. And the escalation worked. So not everyone knows how to escalate. It's fair that you didn't know that before we started working together, and hopefully we'll work again in the future in terms of preventing this sort of thing from happening.
That's one thing I wanted to point out was you didn't just write me a letter and get me done.
Right.
You also taught me things to do to improve my business, and I implemented every step that you told me.
Right.
You know, a lot of sales out there might think a plan of action just something you send in just to make them happy, then you go along your merry way. You actually you taught me a lot of business practices to add to my business, which we've added, all of them, with quality control, et cetera, and that was, I mean, it was wow, you know, something. There's a, you know, Amazon's like the wild west still a little bit, you know.
It's tough. It's tough to navigate. Yeah.
You know, but you gave us a lot of a plan of action for us that we were really able to implement in our business to improve our business, and that knowledge alone, you know, of how was worth it too.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to hear that, and I hope everything's back to normal for you, and you're selling through the holidays. So
yeah, thank God we're back, and you know, and like I said, if anybody ever tells me they're suspended, I tell them, here's Chris McCabe's email, call him email him right. I don't know your number, email him right away. So
I appreciate that. Yeah.
You know, and that's the first thing I tell anybody to do. I said, this is the guy you want.
The email's easier to remember, Chris at e-commerce Chris, right? So
Chris at ecommercechris.com. I usually email them and CC you on and introduce you to each other, but I definitely would recommend using Chris McCabe if God forbid you're suspended or you have performance notifications that you don't know how to handle. You no offense intended, but you've been the enemy. You've been a Soviet, you know, conspirator. I don't know what you want to call it. You know,
I used to work on the inside, and now I'm helping people with the.
But you're not just helping us. Just, I mean, it seems to me just to make a buck. You're actually helping because to make Amazon a better biosphere.
I hope so. Yeah.
You know, and I really thank you. And like I said, and plus I mean, you might not have connect. You know, people think, oh, can this guy just? Can Chris just call up somebody, one of his friends, and get me turned back on? No. And it doesn't work like that.
No.
But you are able to call somebody and discuss what's going on as far as protocols over there.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm familiar with that, even though I left a few years ago. I've been working on this stuff every day for 4 years. So yeah.
Right. No, I'm saying that there's so much. Like you told me the other day, you were speaking with Amazon. You were having a conversation with them, and like somebody you could speak to them. Like, I'm waiting for them to move so I can knock on their door.
Yeah, with my job, I sort of have to stay in touch, right?
It's a great thing, and you're knowing with here's the new things that here's the new protocols, here's the new whatever it is that you're keeping up to date with what Seller Performance wants. Because one thing Seller Performance is not very good at is telling you what they want.
Yeah, getting ready for 2019, of course.
Right. They'll tell you you're wrong, but they won't tell you what you need to do to be right.
Yeah.
And I watched another interview that did with one of the customers that you helped, one of the clients that you helped, and I remember him saying that he didn't realize that the emails he was sending was making the situation worse, not better. That they were counting as responses.
They were digging a deeper hole.
Right. Yeah. And really, Chris, I like I said, you know, I'll say 5 words. Thank God for Chris McCabe.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and thanks for talking with me about this so much today.
Anytime. If you ever need to use me as a reference, by the way, you have my contact. Have them.
We're doing it right now.
I'm saying if they ever want to actually ask me questions and you need a reference, I'm the reference. I'll sing you praises from here to tomorrow. Really, like I said, this is my baby.
And obviously, when you get into trouble, let me know.
Oh. You know, you did tell me that you have this ongoing item, and it's something I'm very seriously considering doing. Even though I'm a professional seller and I know the business, but you know, I'm a lone guy. I don't have a partner. Sometimes you just need somebody that could bounce things off of you. Sometimes even, you know, we're thinking of doing this. What do you think? You know, just for that it's worth it to have another pair of eyes.
Exactly. That's what we try to do. Yeah,
be the
sounding board. Yeah. Well, thanks for your time today. I appreciate it. Happy selling.
Thank you. You too. Take care.